In this video, I will be going over very easy strategies and little secrets in Firebase Z that will definitely be helping you out throughout the times that you hop into Firebase Z, and I definitely recommend doing these every single time you play because they're seriously overpowered. But before we fully get into the video, be sure to subscribe and like the video. It would be very much appreciated. I'm on the goal to hit 50,000 subscribers. I know that's pretty insane, but I believe in you guys. It's totally free, so that would be pretty cool if you subscribe. But not to make this video any much longer, let's get right into it. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is in spawn on Firebase Z. Essentially what you do here is not waste any points to get up to the portal. Now some of you might have already known about this. There's a very easy parkour method to get up to the portal without paying any kind of money for opening doors or anything like that. So what you do is go up to this area where I am at, and this will take you a few attempts. As you can see, I'm trying to do this, but you will get it. What I can tell you to do best is go to the very back where there's the rebuild barriers section and kind of sprint, but at the same time, as you're about to run off the ledge where you can see it going down to the ground floor, jump. And you kind of need to get this swing and then spam your jump button as many times as possible so you can get up to the ledge, and from there you can essentially take your path really fast to the portal and be in the Firebase part of the map super fast, barely any points wasted. But one thing I'll say is the points and the zombies will be spawning way slower in Firebase Z, but definitely use this every single time you play. You just won't have to waste those pointless points until later in the game, obviously. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is how to get a free weapon and free jug. Once again, we have the dance Easter egg back, but this time unfortunately it's not really dancing but more of a horror kind of a thing. So what you do here is you have to get power on fully and get Pack-a-Punch open, or just walk up to the Pack-a-Punch machine when it just spawns in. Pack-a-Punching is your option. This does not involve anything, but what you have to do is go upstairs from the Pack-a-Punch machine, and there is a teddy bear in this exact location, and this teddy bear is the teddy bear you get from the box when obviously you roll on it and the box itself moves. What you have to do here is unload your magazine into him. I'm not 100% sure how much you're supposed to shoot him, but if you shoot him enough, it'll get to the point where it'll fly up and screech and fly at you, which is the horror part. But this is where it gets interesting. You will be in this location where you see nothing, you see zombies spawning in, there's mimics, it's crazy, and there's floating purple balls that you have to shoot. There's 3 of them and they're pretty easy to spot since it's pitch black there, but if you shoot all 3, the box itself will spawn, which is basically the free jug and free weapon. I actually in this playthrough got the free wonder weapon, so you could potentially get it just like you were able to get the DIE or the ray gun on the machina, and obviously you get a bunch of salvage and the Juggernog perk itself, which is amazing, and it's not really that difficult to get to it, similar to the way it was in the machina. But that's it for this part. Now I have another strategy on how to get another free perk, which I definitely recommend for you to do. So after you turn on power, this will involve a bit of the Easter egg, but don't worry, it's not difficult. After you turn on the power, you will have to go back to Peck, who is in stamina. You have to talk to him. You don't have to stand around, so don't worry if you're mid round or high round. You can walk away and he will talk to you through your mic, and later you will have to go to Ravenov as they will tell you to meet up. Then you will get a keycard from Ravenov and you will be going up to these 3 locations and getting serum from them. One of them is at spawn, one of them is at the engineering room, which is basically to the left when you come out of the portal, and the last one is in the colonel's office, which is above Juggernaut. Once you get this, you have to go back to the hospital area of the map, which is beside barracks, which I am also showing you. Place it into this vial thingy and it'll start turning, and be careful, there will be a lot of hellhounds that will spawn. And if you don't know, hellhounds in this map are basically suicidal and they blow themselves up and there's a lot of fire. It's basically like the plague hounds, but they're just equally as bad. Once you get this, you will be able to pick up this thing that it got sucked up into and go to this location where I am showing you and place it on top of the ventilation system, so you can make Peck tell you of this certain object that you will need for this step. This will take a little while. Basically he will be talking to himself, dancing, he'll be going crazy, but he'll get to the point where Weaver will tell him, okay, that's enough, and he will tell you to go to the data center where you will get the essence trap. What this does is it traps zombies, and it's part of the Easter egg, but don't worry, this won't involve anything for the Easter egg itself. Now what you can do is go over to the scorched part of the map where I'm showing you. It's where Peck is. It's area with the crash jet, or if you I guess want a better description, it's where you can get the shovel, and on top of all of this you can get the eyeball from the zombie to get the wonder weapon. And here there are 2 locations where possibly the head can spawn. I feel like there's a third one, but I wasn't able to find it, but this is one of the locations where I found mine, and then there's another one underneath this kind of a platform stair system, and you have to pick this head up and go back to the hospital area and place it down where I am placing it. And from here you need to trap a mimic inside of this essence trap that you got a while ago. Make sure the mimic itself is extremely low on health or it will break out of the trap and you will lose it. The best way you can spawn in mimics is either run around the map and let them spawn and spook you, or you could force spawn them by trying to unlock the wonder weapon or build it, and you will have to force spawn a mimic for that as well. So you can get a mimic from that and get your part for the wonder weapon. Once you have a mimic trapped, go back to the head, hold square, the head will fly up, it will say a bunch of numbers, do not worry, you do not have to remember these. And now to get the free perk, go up to Colonel's office safe, hold square, you will get a cipher and a perk, and get the hell out of there because there will be a ridiculous amount of hellhounds that will spawn. I didn't do that and it got super chaotic. You really need to have a good weapon for this part if you're not gonna get out there fast enough, and it's absolutely insane. But you do get now 2 perks, you got 2 Firebase Z super fast without any points. And now on to the last part. This is more of how to take down mimics and Russian manglers really fast. If you do not know, they're basically the mini bosses that continuously spawn in the game, and from what people have found out is the best things to take down each one of these mini bosses is, for mimics, you will need to have the brain rot ammo mod. You do not actually have to have this, but to kill the mimic, brain rot is like poison to it. It will literally destroy the mimic himself if you have brain rot on your weapon. And to destroy the manglers instead, you need blast furnace, and this will also destroy them. And another tip I can recommend for both of them is aim for the head of the mimic and aim for the hand of the mangler. Do not shoot his head. Head does nothing. The hand is the place where if you shoot it, he blows up essentially together, and combined with blast furnace, whew, it's overpowered. And that's going to be for the video. I know it wasn't a lot of things to tell you about the tips and tricks, but these are probably one of the best things you can go into a game having the knowledge of. Obviously getting your 2 free perks, getting potentially a free wonder weapon, and on top of this, knowing how to take down those mimics. You could go for high rounds, you could maybe have more easier life with the Easter egg itself, because the Easter egg isn't the most easiest, but it's definitely not the most hardest. It's just kind of annoying. But aside from that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did subscribe, hope you did like. If you didn't like the video, then I'm sorry that it was a bad one, but I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Mwah.